And then the British, earliest post of the British, the British colonialism is Singapore. That's where you have supposedly Stamford Raffles founded Singapore. You have to question the word founded. Who has the right to decide who found what when it's already there? Columbus did not find America. It was there. There was 80 different tribes here in New Jersey. There are the Nape tribes. In other places, Cherokee, Sioux, Indian, Blackfoot, all this. In Canada, there's all the different nations, first, second, third nations. The concept of the First Nation. Again, who defines what is what? By naming things. The idea of showing this is because if you look at the video, the people in there and also the technology, the transportation, all these things are being installed, introduced into the country. Anytime an idea of technology introduced in a particular country, it changes the social relations of production. When you go back after you get your degree, you will be changing the social relations of production. You'll be changing the way farmers do things because there is a biotechnology component of the government. Whether that's good or bad, it's up to us to analyze and answer the question. But we cannot answer the question only by being highly technologized, only by being people who are very good in this or that technology, but through philosophy, understanding culture. When you introduce something, do you create and enable the progress of the culture, or do you destroy the culture totally? And when you destroy the culture, who benefits from the destruction of the culture? We are at a time, in any country, in Malaysia, everything seems to be, we take everything, lock, stock and barrel, we transfer everything. Anything that sounds good, that sounds progressive, we take in and transform everything. Little do we know that 10, 15 years from now, that's the seed of destruction. Think from the beginning of independence. Any question, one or two questions so far? Should have brought video, 50 cents or Jay-Z. Too early. All right, quickly. How do we colonize others? By one, the taking away ancestral land. By robbing the property of the people. By erasing history or teaching meaningless history. The history that you have learned in your country before you came here, all this are based on only one perspective. In understanding things, we need multiple ways of knowing multiple perspectives. History is not objective. You have to be open to other interpretation. History that is understood from the people who are oppressed. The losers in history, those people who have been marginalized. Is it at all true that history of that country belongs to this and that nation? Maybe not. Maybe not at all. Who owns this or that land? That we will have to analyze and think. Because history, although when we were growing up, maybe it's a boring subject, but it is one of the most